Hi guys, Dan from Knightsbridge Automotive, and you join us at HQ, where besides me I have two fairly identical cars. The 911, now the 911 range on a whole does massively vary from the Turbo to the Turbo S. Key differences: one's white, one's black, one has yellow calipers, one has red calipers. But there's a lot more than meets the eye with these two, so join me as I give you an overview and a 911 buyer's guide. Now, the 911 needs no introduction. What may need a little more time is the 911 range. Some do say explaining Pythagoras' theorem to a 5-year-old. It's a little bit simpler. From the Carreras, Carrera 4Ss, Turbos, GT Race, GTRS, Heritage Editions, it goes on and on. Now, besides me are what I believe are the two and only two you need for a daily supercar, and I'll come back to that later on: the Turbo and the Turbo S. So we're going to go through a couple of key features, from engine differences, power output, specs, etc. And above all, does the Turbo S warrant the extra money? Let's find out. So let's start with aesthetics. Now, like I said, on the surface they will look very, very similar, but there's a few key differences between the Turbo and the Turbo S. Now, this S besides me, which I absolutely adore, I have to show you, you will notice straight away this one has the front aero kit, so you've got this extra fat lip around the front. As we come up and we work our way through the car, wheels, you get slightly different wheel choices on the S. This one has got the black inserts complemented with the diamond lips. As you work your way down the side of the car, slightly more aggressive side skirts, you've got a bit more thickness to it. And then as you come around the rear of the car, you will notice very key difference between the S and the Turbo: color coding. So as you come down where the color flow all the way through, get a slightly more aggressive rear diffuser. But the key difference and spot in the S and the non-S: exhausts. The S will have the oval fat exhausts, where the standard Turbo, which I'll show you shortly, has the little square tips. So let's talk interiors. Now, the 911s, like I said, these aren't the hardcore RS variants with roll cages, fixed bucket seats, etc. These are built for daily, daily driving, your commute to work. As you will see, you're flushed with a really nice premium leather finish. The sound quality, the acoustics, it's a really nice place to be. If you like me, music, they come with a Bose sound system as standard. Now, the Bose surround sound system is a really wicked system, it has to be said. They can, for an additional charge, you can put the Burmester surround sound system in. That one is an 855 watt option. Is it needed? I mean, that's to be decided. In terms of trim levels, each and every one beautifully finished, beautifully crafted. You're not going to need anything else. And with that customization, there is literally no end. I mean, this Turbo series, for example, look at that lime green, contrast green stitching. And one thing I need to highlight on the Turbo S is the carbon. You get carbon door cards, carbon inlays in the doors themselves. We've got carbon in the center console. You're greeted with a nice 911 Turbo S as you open the doors. But look, all these little bits are very superficial and not the reason you go for the S. The S, let's talk about power, because that's why we're all here. You're not buying a 911 just to doodle around. This one behind me, 3.8 litre flat 6 turbocharged engine. Now, where they share the same platform, 570 brake horsepower, 641 590 pounds-feet of torque through an all-wheel drive system, and the fastest 8-speed PDK gearbox. Now, if you aren't familiar with a PDK gearbox, the speed of a gear change is 0.1 millisecond, like 0.100 milliseconds. So that is a gear change. A gear change is as fast as I can blink. Now, launch controls. Now, you may have seen the videos. These things destroy R8 V10 Pluses, Performantes, Hurricanes. You can leave your $250,000 supercars at home. These things. And the fact that you can do it as a daily, but with great power, obviously, you need great brakes. Now, where the Turbo has your conventional calipers, which are really good, solid, amazing from the offset, the S does have a party piece. You need to feast your eyes on these 10-pot ceramic disc, 410 mil. These things will stop you at speed. coupled with the brakes and the engines and the specs, you've got their active support, anti-roll bars, the list goes on and on. But the question I have to ask is, do you go turbo, turbo S? Give us a comment below, and thanks for watching.